Morning folks, today we are going to Stafford to see classic bike show. This is autumn edition, which is more into engineering, more into mechanics edition. It's also interesting. I will show you how it looks like and I will show you some most interesting things we saw there. So, see you later.
Uncle Longbeard, he revs it up, let's roll. Riding free across the dusty road.
But first, let's have a look at this wonderful sidecar for disabled people. Lovely, right?
Open road design.
And now we arrived at the place, but before entering the show, let's take a look at that wonderful BSA A65. Okay, let's go there. And let's see some choppers. Cool, eh? But you know what, folks? This time I won't be commenting this video. I just recorded a lot of footage and there is not much to comment. Because probably most of you have been there already. If you haven't been, yeah, take a look as well. Okay, well, I will comment that bike. It's lovely, right? But other than that, all the bikes here are lovely and it's really worth visiting if you haven't been here. The summer edition or the spring edition is better in my opinion. However, this is more for the people who like Yamahas and Japanese bikes and fully restored motorcycles. Anyway, because probably most of you already seen that place, there is not much to comment. You can just watch it and see if there is anything you missed this time if you haven't been on that edition. So I will just shut up and I will only comment on special moments, like this BSA A10, which is rather awesome. Okay.
25.
Well, one more thing. The reason we are here, actually, other than escaping our wives with Lucas, is because Lucas was looking for the cylinder barrels for his Norton Commando, meaning he wanted to restore it finally. And me, I'm just messing around, looking at BSAs. The real ones, not those which are supposedly back. That's right.
Never ever seen it stand on the right hand side.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 acts for the price of one here today. High gravity for the moment they enter the show. Until the moment they leave again.
Yes, good.
Record acrobatic riding you are going to see inside today's show. The grand finale today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the Hell Riders race.
Hey, traffic rebuilt.
Anybody want to get a coffee?
Okay, I know. It's not retro. It's completely modern bike, made by Polaris, not Indian. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I thought the previous model was slightly better. Well, I still think that. However, this one is not bad, except the exhaust. That crappy can belongs to the bin only. But let's go back to the classics, shall we?
Co pojechał? Kurde, dziwne stare Suzuki.
And that is hell of a beautiful bike, if you ask me. One of the best looking British bikes. Brilliant. That one neither. And you know what? I love quirky bikes and quirky scooters.
Powiem ci, że kurde zajebisty jest, nie?
Yep, of course, we are not camels, we need to drink. But let's continue. Well, that is pretty rare these days. I think so. I haven't seen one on the road for a long time, if at all. I'm not sure. 3,995. That's pretty cheap if you ask me. It looks like the bikes are slightly cheaper than a few years ago. That's a pity. Everything is more expensive. Bikes should be as well. But I guess average age here says it all. I mean, not the age of the bikes, but the age of the bikers. By the way, lovely Francis Barnett bikes. Did I mention that I like quirky bikes? I really do. And the real Motomorini, not the Chinese one? Everything will be Chinese soon, if it will go that way as it does now. But why should the Chinese be worse than, let's say, Japanese? Well, I don't know. I just don't like the communism personally. Damn, I love this Moto Guzzi. And you know what? On the auction it was sold for £3,000. £3,000! Bloody hell, I would buy it! I think it's time to visit those auctions much more often.
Which one would I actually say to you? The pommel and or the bumper? I'm going to say neither. No worries. Take it.
Really comfortable.
is quite interesting motorcycle. Especially interesting part is that the swing arm is part of the exhaust. But that is pretty cool if you ask me. I mean, the trike, of course. With all seriousness, it is pretty cool. But I meant BMW actually. Someone went a bit nuts here. Cool. I like it. Picture that, the asking price for that tank was 150 only. Fully painted, lovely tank. And look, not even 5k for that lovely R90. That's nuts, seriously. It is really good moment to buy yourself a classic motorcycle. Really is.
Send our limb one.
And well, Chinese 125. But you know what? For 125 it looked pretty cool.
Timetable change. There was a talk between Carl.
Zaoczny mity.
And that one won it for me.
Nie tamto, ten.
And well, I like Harleys, however, I'm not the fan of Orange County choppers. And that one looks like one for me. Not my style completely. I much prefer something classic. Yep, something like that. Or that for the example. Also based on Evo engine, however, much better. An A10 in featherbed frame looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Maybe I should? No, I will keep mine as is. And those Hondas are so ugly that I actually love them. Really cool, quirky bikes. But look at that. Meguro, later Kawasaki. Lovely.
Yeah, and it.
And the BSA is back. I mean, the Mahindra. But actually, it doesn't look terrible. It's kind of growing on me, this motorcycle. I know, it's crap, it's poorly made, it's got a lot of issues, but 651 cylinder motorcycle is rather a cool thing. But the Vincent is even cooler. But is it? Was it the Vincent really? Do you know what was that? Write in the comment section if you realize what was that. But anyway, let's go further.
Transmission capable of a staggering 130 miles an
Of course, I couldn't miss the W650. That one is really cool. Custom made, but really cool. I mean, I still dislike a few small things here, but hey, well, I dislike the front lamp, and I dislike, well, not the front hub. This is lovely, this is pretty cool. I dislike that this bike has got the regular suspension. They could use instead something with a bit longer travel. The suspension from the BMW F650 would fit here perfectly. The details are amazing. And this is amazing. I love it.
Jak za trzecim razem kupował, jakie mieli. I brał powiedz.
To się wydaje.
You go there. Się zakładał. Tu właścicielem jest Dennis Hooper.
The CX650, that's pretty rare as well. And that Java is ugly. This is terrible. And yes, it's called Java, not Jawa. because the name is made of two surnames, Janecek and Wanderer, not Janecek and Wander whatever.
A to był pierwszy, zaraz ci powiem coś.
And the parking lot, which is mostly boring, like BMWs and other nonsensical adventure bikes, but not only. Yep, I love that one. Bloody hell, it was sold for 3k. Well, not exactly the same, but similar. 3k. An early Honda Shadow 750 chopper? Well, not interesting. That one is interesting-ish. And that one is not. Sorry if you've got one. This is more interesting even. And that one is for sure not interesting. Too big, too massive, good for America, but still worse than a Harley. And yes, I still think BMW should make a black classic retro bike, but with smaller engine, more nimble, smaller motorcycle, something like that. Yep, that looked gorgeous. And that one does not. And what the hell is that thing here? I really don't know. And well, each to their own. And well, I had one of those, but 500, not 250. It was brilliant. Much, much better than modern enduro in my opinion.
Once again, looks like a BAC motorbike man. And Graham, you've brought a few bikes into this paddock in recent years. This one looks fantastic. When I saw it parked up beside Neil and Martin's bike, I thought it was part of the same stable. He's got a similar appearance, but it looks great.
Yeah, they've got one similar, I think.
Have they?
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Dave raced it.
Ten co 750.
Zainteresowałem cię, nie? Wiem.
And okay, my friends, that would be it. Just a few last stands and off we go. Enough is enough. Time to go home. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, give me thumbs up and whatnot. Cheers! And you can buy me a beer. The link is down there in the description. Ta!